Louis decided she wanted to become the queen bee, and she did this in a very cold and calculated manner. Are we going to see Leon and Franklin teaming up to shut the madness down? Let's talk about it. What's going on, YouTube? It's Thursday night. It's Snowfall recap, episode 9. Louis on one, Teddy on one, Cuban national guy, he on one. Everybody is on one in this show, and I enjoyed every minute of it. Enjoyed it. But let me hear from you guys. Shout out to Savannah Rivers, Amore Dupree, Maurice English, Sweet November, the big homie, Monica Lenore. Grateful to have you guys in the building. And tonight we're just going to be low key, take a few questions. I won't be up here too long. I got to get up early in the morning, so I'm probably going to be out of here in about 25, 30 minutes. But while I got y'all here, let's recap some of the action that went down in this particular episode. Pretty good setup for what's going to happen in the finale.
You went to the plug behind my back.
We told you we wanted to run our business our way.
I completely destroyed my business in the process. 90% of what I move is through you.
We know that, but this country is big enough for all of us. And most of our business is coming from other cities anyway. St. Louis, Little Rock.
My expansion idea.
Which we make it happen.
We understand your position. And we agreed to give you one LA territory of your choice. Inglewood, Compton, whatever.
You did that for me.
We're trying to be reasonable.
And what if I say fuck your fucking reasons? You wanted to be out in front. Now you are.
What if I say F your effing reasons? Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, is this finally the issue that's going to cause Franklin to go to war with his family? Is this the straw that broke the camel's back? You guys let me know. But let's take this thing from the top. We're going to bounce to the middle, then we're going to swing around to the end. Now you guys know exactly why I call him Backshot Buckley, because he's an officer who likes to shoot people in their back. Backshot Buckley. Shot Kane, got him in the spinal cord and in the heart. And in the whole melee, Officer Perez is shot. I'm assuming his ass is dead. And then we get the fake ass Terry Crews coming over there to act like he's on Backshot Buckley's team. He's really not. People, we've been talking about this for weeks. We knew that something was going to go left with Backshot Buckley trying to handle some business, getting Kane. We didn't know how it was going to go left, but we knew it was going to go left. And it went left in a manner where the target that he's supposed to be taking out ain't even dead, talking about Kane. He's just not going to be able to walk. So we're going to have a Rojas number 2 running around here in a wheelchair on Snowfall next season. And you can cool believe this Rojas is going to be out for revenge. But how did you guys like the fact that Louis decided to take Backshot Buckley under her wing? A clear as day crackhead. I mean, crackhead. Fiending in her office about to snort her cocaine. She pushes it away. And I enjoy how they panned on the camera when she pushes it away, because that lets you know that it's going to be a problem for Backshot Buckley. I don't know how you trust a man like this in your organization. I mean, dude was fiending so bad for drugs. He was out in the streets trying to buy it, then gets an attitude, and then pulls his gun out on people after they call him a pig. Post your comments, man. Let me know. Let me see what some of the people are saying. I'm going to start with NBA fan. Honestly, I said way earlier he should have outsourced control to Louis and got like 25% as an exit strategy. NBA fan, that was a good plan, but he's not going to exit now because it's about to be a full-fledged war. Alika D, hello, what's up? And then Sweet November, she doing a setup to kill him. Sweet November thinks that Louis is going to kill Buckley. At what point, though, Sweet November? Because she still needs her police contacts. Are you saying that once they're done getting rid of Kane, if that happens, she's going to get rid of Buckley. Well, if she don't, you know the unk is, because y'all seen the way Backshot Buckley be looking at Louis like she a well-cooked pork chop that just got pulled right off the grill. So I can rock with that. Let's see here. We know Franklin would have killed Buckley. Do we? Yeah, he might would have. He might would have. He probably would have. Because Franklin don't deal with nobody doing the drugs. You don't get high off your own supply. Franklin don't deal with people doing that. So I can agree to that. Saint gonna kill Louis. Oh, man. How many of y'all believe Saint gonna kill Louis? Do y'all really think Saint is gonna have the heart to kill Louis? I don't see him having the heart to do nothing to Unk. And if he actually decides that he wants to take Louis out, don't you think Unk gonna want some retribution? The chat section is saying everybody think that Frank gonna take Louis out. Is that gonna be this season? Or is it gonna be next season? I doubt that she's gonna die this season. And I see a lot of people in here saying she betrayed him. But when you break down the territories that she had, like Franklin said, they was 90% of his customers running product for him. 90%. And while we all jumping down Louis' throat, has she not tried to go to her boss, Franklin, to ask for more responsibilities? And he's given her some. He let them get that Arkansas thing established. He's allowed her to deal with the plug on I know basis, but then she decided to go behind his back and mess with Teddy. That wasn't right. But at the end of the day, can't we give Franklin a little bit of the blame? Because she did go to him and say she wanted more responsibility. She wanted to be more. She wanted to be a partner. And he openly admitted to that near the end in that scene I just played. He admitted that. He should have listened to her more. He should have done right by her. Should have made her a partner. So if we're not going to look at this as who's our favorite actors, can we say Louis has a legitimate right to do what she's doing, even though it's wrong? She's going about it the wrong way. Post your comments. Let me know what you think. Cleve says family over everything. And Samara says that is if Kane don't kill Louis. What kind of retaliation? I want to hear from you guys. What type of retaliation do you think we're going to see from Kane and his crew? What type of retaliation? Because Kane can't do nothing. All he can do is sit his ass in the driver's seat, have somebody hit the gas and brake pedal for him while he called the shots. He literally can't do nothing. They said he's paralyzed. Unless we're going to get some TV magic. Let me know what you guys think. Lovery says she shouldn't have went behind his back. I agree with that. But didn't she try to go in front of his back to get connected with the plug in the episode? And Franklin told her, no, you can't talk to my plug. So I'm going to put it to you guys like this. Think about it like this. You're working a job. You see that you could be a greater benefit to the job than what your manager or boss is allowing you to do. You go to the manager and say, let me speak to the owner because I have an idea of maybe something that can make me a partner. The manager says, hell to the no. I'm not going to let you do that. So you're kind of stuck turning your wheels in whatever position you're in. It might be a good position, but you want more. And that's what Louis wanted. Louis wanted more. So if you're in your job, your manager's not allowing you access to the owner. Aren't you all going to circumvent the manager and go straight to the owner? What's the worst that could happen? The owner tells you no. He tells you you should not have circumvented your manager and you get fired. So in this situation, is the worst thing that could happen to Louis is that Franklin kill her, because Franklin can't cut her off for her money. Teddy's not going to give up on Louis now that Franklin has basically walked away from the game. Let me know what you guys think. How would you handle that? Louis is going to want to keep wanting more, so she has to die. I hate to see her die because I enjoy her on screen so much. But if she does die, I don't think it's going to be this season. It's not going to be this season, but we'll see. Tamika Den, I don't think how she moved I think it will cause her. It will probably be Jerome that gets taken out. Please no Jerome. Please no Jerome. Lord have mercy, no Jerome. I was in here about to be hurt last week when I thought it was going to be a red wedding, and Jerome was about to be out. So I don't know, bro. I don't agree. Bro, I don't agree. Louis was wrong to do what she did. So are you saying that Franklin saying that he was wrong supersedes Louis' wrong? You're saying Louis' wrong is more than Franklin. And ladies and gentlemen, popping in here for the next 15 minutes, I got y'all's favorite. The living in the building. What's going on, Larry?
What's going on? Next 15 minutes, that's all I get?
Yeah, I'm getting out of here in 15 minutes, man. I got to get up.
All right. Let's do it. Sorry about the lateness, man.
Oh, it's all good, man. So what you got on this episode, man? Speak your piece.
Yeah, man, it was a really good episode. I'm worried that there's gonna be a few people that are gonna die because you know how it is when people want to get out of the game, they get killed. So at this point, I'm real worried about Jerome. I would say I'm worried about Louis, but you know, Louis wants to be a gangster, so I think she's gonna be all right. I think she's gonna be okay.
So let me ask you this, Larry. You don't think that Franklin is gonna go to war with her as Oso prophesied, nor do you think that Kane is gonna want to come for Louis' neck either?
No, Kane's people definitely gonna want to come for Louis. I think it's gonna be Kane's people that actually kill Jerome, because I think they're gonna come for Louis and get Jerome in the process. So I think that's gonna prevent, because I think it might come down where there's tension between Louis and Jerome, but I think what's gonna happen is that Kane's people are gonna end up shooting Jerome, and that's gonna be enough blood spilled to satiate, Franklin's need for blood. And he wants to get out of the game anyways. He's been thinking about getting out, and he's talking about he wants to live a square life with his wife and his kid, and now he has the perfect reason. He just needs to be out. And I mean, Teddy doesn't really want him out, but Teddy doesn't really get a say. Teddy can try and keep him in, try and kill him if you're not happy with him, but if he decides he doesn't want to sell drugs anymore, what's he gonna do? So
well, that's what Franklin basically told him at the end, right? Franklin basically said, man, I'm gonna shake your hand. I don't trust you anymore. You don't trust me. You went behind my back with my family, and it's okay because it's business. It's all business. Right. That's fine. I still respect you, but I'm out this game. I wish you well. Now, Larry, is Teddy really about to let him out the game just that easy? Come on now, Larry.
I don't.
Teddy took pictures last week. He already done got his point man getting him fake accounts and passports. Is Teddy really gonna let Franklin walk away like that, Larry? Talk to me, man. Talk to me.
No, I don't think so. I think that's exactly why he went and got photos of everything, so he can control him. He can tell him, look, I know where everything is. And if you don't come back into the game, I'm going to blow up your whole existence. Like we already saw in the previews, he was saying that his money was gone. He was freaking out because his money was gone. So I would not be at all surprised if Teddy used his CIA connections to make sure that whatever accounts that were there that Franklin had were frozen, that maybe money that was moved off. Yeah. That maybe money that was offshore, just those accounts got emptied out or something. I would not be surprised if Teddy was like, you want your money back, you need to come back to work. You're not done yet. You're not done until I tell you you're done. I wouldn't be surprised if he said that. You know?
Wow.
So
wow. Well, how do you feel about Oso? I got to talk to you about Avi because I know you want to talk about Avi tonight. I know you do. But when Oso said, because of Franklin's pride and his youth, by you going behind his back, setting up this young lady right here, you have started a blood feud. Larry, do you feel like me that Oso is speaking prophecy? Because he knows Franklin as good as anybody on this show knows him. He's seen Franklin from season 1. He spent time with Franklin. He spent intimate time with Franklin this season. Is Oso speaking what's going to happen, Larry?
I think he could be. I think he could very well be. I mean, it looked like from the trailer for the next episode, it looked like that at one point that Franklin pulled a gun on Louis, you know? So, I mean, there's definitely tension there. We know there's been tension there, and now he just really set it off. I think the more important thing than him talking about there's a blood feud, I think really what was more important in this scene is also seeing exactly who Teddy is. Like, Oso's not dumb. It's not like he's ever really decided I'm just going to have blind trust in everybody, but I think he gets to see exactly who Teddy is. And no matter how many times you deal with them, no matter how long you've worked with them, no matter how many times you've saved each other's lives, he can't be trusted. And
don't you think?
Will. Go ahead.
Don't you feel like Oso knew that last episode when Teddy had me hot as hell talking about some? I'm sorry I left you, man.
Yeah.
Oso, don't you think Oso kind of had that, bruh? You left me for death.
Yeah, I think right now, the only thing that has Teddy in any good graces is not even good graces. It's just he's operating from everyone deals with him in a sense because he's the plug and he's operating. People are dealing with out of fear because they're not afraid of Teddy. Like if it was just Teddy, they would have popped him a long time ago. He's nothing to them, but they're afraid of the reach of the U.S. government, and Teddy represents the U.S. government, and so. I mean, that's really basically what it is. They're just afraid of the U.S. government. And you take that out of the equation and Teddy's nothing. They'll kill Teddy and move on,
Gotcha. Right.
So I don't know, man. I think we're going to see Oso probably down with Franklin, maybe. Even if he's not outwardly down with them, like he's willing to go up against Teddy for him, I think I would not be surprised at all if we see Oso passing Franklin some information like saying, hey, Teddy's about to come for you, or hey, this is about to go down. You need to make sure you're protected, whatever.
I hope so, Larry. I hope so. I want to see Franklin and Oso team up one more time. Team up to save each other somehow, some way, which leads me to your guy, Avi. Now, Avi showed us that even at his old age, he's still got a lot of life left in him. So we had this scene right here. Yeah, man, where the Cuban national was talking to Sissy. Basically telling Sissy, you've got two pathways. Sissy was like, the fuck? I've done everything you asked for me except for give up my son. What have you done for me lately? Janet, Cuban national Jackson. He says, you know what? Look, Larry, she was like, you came to the wedding, you seen the gun runner, and you seen the drug runner. What you gonna do? So he says, you know what? I'm gonna look out. I'm gonna go do what I gotta do. With Avi. But this is what happened first, Larry. Let me get to this. Avi got a chance to see Teddy and Parissa. And you knew he was gonna pull that old school player on Parissa. But ultimately, Teddy's getting all this money together. He's about to try to do 3 times the amount of guns, 6 times. So he asked Avi, can he move that in 90 days? Yeah. Avi's like, hell yeah, I can get it. But Larry, nobody expected. Cuban national to infiltrate the man's office, get in a fisticuffs with Avi. Avi take out one of the guys, which shows you how tough he is, and ultimately gets knocked out with a bottle. Take it away, Larry, because I like Avi as much as you do. What we gonna see with him now?
Man, that's a real good question. I think Avi's smart. I mean, Avi is former Mossad. He's smart. He knows how to put the pieces together, and he's gonna remember. Like he said before, I remember you. I've seen you somewhere before, and he recognized him, and he's gonna put it together. This is the dude that Sissy got into a thing with at the wedding, and he knows she just came back from Cuba. And I mean, the thing that really disappointed me in this episode was finding out that Sissy really was recruited by the KGB. You know? You caught that, right?
I
was like, damn. I was like, this chick is working for the KGB. That's just crazy. But
do they still call it the KGB?
No, they call it the FSB now.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Yeah. So, but back then it was the KGB. you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, man, that's just crazy. But Avi's going to put those pieces together, and then it's going to be interesting to see how all that comes into play. Because for all we know, we say he's former Mossad. We don't know. He might still be Mossad for all we know. You know? He might still be Mossad, and he's just up there playing the role. So, but the thing that got me that's interesting about this scene is I think they're about to shut everything down. I think Louis is going to be collateral damage when someone says, I want 3 times the buy. I want this huge order. I think what he's trying to do is say, I don't have months or another year to buy all the guns and send stuff over. I need to get this whole thing done at once so I can shut it down. And I think he's going to shut it down. And when he shuts it down, what he's going to want to do is clean the plate. And Louis on the plate, you know?
She's on the plate. She's on the plate. She's on the take, my brother. She's on the plate. She's on the take.
Yeah.
We know Avi is tough. He's seasoned. He's seen wars. He's seen dictate. He's seen it all. So, Larry, is it safe to say that we know Avi can't be tortured into talking and can't be recruited into working with whatever Cuban nationals police organization is? Is it safe to say that?
Yeah, I don't think Avi's a dude I don't think he's the type of dude that's gonna break, and I don't think he's the type of dude that's gonna flip. So
okay.
I think I think he only works with Teddy because because Mossad knows it. I think they facilitate him getting guns, and I think everything that Avi does is done with the explicit purpose of keeping an eye on the CIA and what they're doing. I think Mossad is helping facilitate these gun transactions, these deliveries and everything else. And he's just I still don't think Avi is former Mossad. I think he's still current Mossad. You know?
Oh, you think he's still involved?
I still think he is Israeli intelligence, definitely.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've got 220 in the building. Can we get 220 likes? Can Larry get 222 more subscriptions? And when we're done at 10 o'clock, Moochella is going to be going live with the crew. So go check them out at 10 o'clock.
What?
They
Really?
keep fire going. And
Nice.
Larry's going to be having some fire for y'all going on this weekend. So make sure you get on my man's channel. All right, Larry, elephant in the room. Louis, give me your synopsis of Louis this episode. I'm ready to hear this.
Louis got to go. She got to go. I'm done with Louis. I'm done with Louis.
Oh,
I'll tell you why, man. And it's one thing. It's one thing if you decide you want to go out on your own and do your own thing, and you're trying to build it. But she screwed over family. Like, you don't do that to your family, you know. If she was dealing if let's say she was working for Kane or she was working for somebody else, and she decided I want to do my own thing, and she went and branched out on her own and made a side deal on her own. But you don't do that to your family. That's just dirty. That's dirty, and it's wrong, you know. I mean,
so having said that, Larry, are you holding Jerome culpable because he is connected to her? He married her. He didn't stop her from doing it. He's kept saying Franklin's family, but he still married the woman. He complicit in her doing this behavior. So how do you judge Jerome in this situation? Considering he's the man, he's supposed to put his foot down. How do we judge Jerome?
Harshly.
Oh,
I mean, harshly.
Whoa.
You have to.
Whoa.
I mean, Jerome said, he said before, I don't want to go to war with family. And so Jerome knows the potential fallout of this action. It's not like he's going into this unawares and thinking like, I didn't realize everything was going to play out like this. No, he's able to see into the future. He's looking at the chessboard and he's seeing where the pieces could move. And he's going to be just as responsible as Louis. So, I mean, if he gets caught up in the crossfire or he's a direct target, I mean, he brought it on himself.
Ooh. Oh.
I mean, he did. It's unfortunate, and let's not forget, once let's just say Teddy gets his big push, he gets all his guns, and they shut the operation down. They're done. Well, all that protection they had before, that's gone. Like I think they all underestimate how much protection they have gotten to do the stuff that they've done, to grow the way that they've grown and not get arrested, not have cops turn the other way, because the CIA has been there the entire time, pulling the strings in the background, telling this cop or that cop that they have working for them, don't touch this crew, look away for that crew. And once that protection is gone, they're just drug dealers out there waiting to be taken out.
Okay, I got this then for you, Larry. This then for you.
I think I lost my audio on you. Hold on a minute. There we go. All right.
Well, okay. So I got this for you, Larry. So you talk about the protection that has been offered by Teddy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Louis has just put Backshot Buckley on the payroll.
Mm-hmm.
How much protection is he going to be able to offer? Or is this just a grand scheme by Louis to ultimately get somebody in the police department to finish Kane off? Then she's going to plan on offing Buckley. Can he offer her any level of protection?
I think he can offer her introductions. I think what she's looking for is a new cop. And because he knows people on the force, I think that's what she's doing. She's trying to get a new cop working for her, and then she's probably going to have him taken out. Because that dude, I wouldn't want him anywhere near my business. He's a junkie ex-cop. He's a junkie ex-cop who wants to sleep with her. I mean,
yeah, he do.
I mean, the dude needs to go. He's dangerous. He's reckless. I don't want to deal with anybody that's on drugs. Like, I get it. Sometimes people use drugs recreationally. Right. This dude's not a recreational drug user. This dude is an addict.
He's fiending.
Yeah. He's reckless. You know?
You saw an example of his recklessness when he went looking for an 8-ball in the street.
Right. And you think those dudes aren't coming back for him?
Right. Especially when they find out, Larry, that he's not on the police force anymore.
Right.
Because at the moment, I felt like they would have probably took him out then, but they was assuming he was on the police force because old boy said, I can smell pig on you.
Right.
Bacon. I can smell bacon.
Bacon on you. You're right.
Right. So I think that in that moment, they assumed he was still on the force. But when they find out his ass ain't on the force,
he's in trouble.
He's in trouble. I believe he's going to die. So
he should leave. He should leave. If he does not get it, like he's suspended right now, if he does not get his job back, he needs to be up out of town somewhere. He needs to move himself to Boise or Nebraska or someplace far, far away. Now,
Larry, I got a question for you. I'm gonna be getting out of here in a little bit, but there's some things I need to know from you to prepare for last week. And you know what I mean when I bring this out. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get living legend predictions for next week's finale. So Larry, the living legend Larry. I need 2 death predictions from you for the season finale. If you believe there's going to be any deaths, give me 2
deaths.
2 deaths.
2. Okay, 2 deaths.
2 deaths. 2 deaths.
I think Jerome. I've been saying Jerome I think Jerome's going.
Oh man, Jerome.
I think Jerome's getting taken out.
Okay.
And based on the way they normally do these things, where if you want out the game, you get taken out. So I would say Leon. But
Leon.
I would say Leon, but I don't even want to say that because I don't want it to happen. I like Leon. I want him to stay, but I would love to see him go off and leave and go to Africa and Europe and South and Central America, all the places he wants to travel. I'd love to see him and Wanda take off and go. I
don't think he's dying, Larry. I think you safe. If I think Wanda would die before him. I do.
I don't think he's dying. Now, here's the thing. I wanted to say, I really wanted to say, like, I don't want it to be Leon, but I'm thinking it's a possibility. I was thinking maybe it would be Franklin because Franklin wants out the game. We know Teddy, Teddy's thinking like, I need to kill this dude. And he's got beef with Louis. Kane wants him. I mean, there's a lot of people who want to see him dead right now. So I'm thinking it could be Leon, but then, and not to mention the fact the dude's been making movies. So maybe he's got movie offers and he's like, yeah, let me go ahead and run the end of this season, kill me off. And then I'm going to go ahead and bid my farewell and go make my movies. But I'm not sure if they're willing to get rid of their lead character yet, but they are definitely positioning Louis to be like the new Franklin. So
yeah, they are.
I'm just going to go out. I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to go ahead and just say, I think Leon's going out. I think Jerome and Franklin are going out.
Wait a minute. Larry.
Yeah.
Are you saying Jerome and Franklin is gonna die?
I think Jerome and Franklin are gonna die.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm writing as fast as I can. I'm running out of ink. I'm writing so fast. This dude done said, let me make sure y'all see it now. Make sure y'all see it.
Yeah, I think Jerome and Franklin are getting taken out. It could be somebody else, but I mean, the only reason why I don't think it would be Leon is if this is all supposed to be based off of truth. It's supposed to be based off of Freeway, Ricky Ross's life, and we know he's still alive. We know we know that he survived through all that stuff. He went to jail and he's still alive. So
right.
With that being the case, if they're trying to keep it somewhat true to life, then he's gonna stay alive. But for the sake of the story, and I think Damson Idris may be looking to get out so he can go make some movies. I wouldn't be surprised if they killed him off and let Louis become the new kingpin.
I'm kind of thinking the same thing too. I don't want to go that far and say that because Damson Idris is his star right now, Larry, is as hot as it's ever been. As it's ever been. And I know he's interested in doing other things. And you could be 100% right. You could be 100% right. I could see him somewhere like that. I could see him in the DCU. I could see him doing something like that.
Yeah.
But what about Buckley? You don't think Buckley gonna kick the bucket this season? Yeah, man. You got to get rid of one of these two. You can't keep all three. You only get two.
Man, it's a possibility. Mm-hmm. It's a possibility. It's definitely a possibility. But no, I'm sticking with my same two.
Okay.
I'm sticking with my same two. I still think it's going to. I definitely think Jerome is going out on the next episode. I thought Jerome was going out maybe like this episode, but I think Jerome is going out at least next episode, and I think it might be Franklin that's going out.
Larry, I thought Jerome was going to go out during the wedding, man. Like I just knew
that they were shooting that up.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But we better not get too happy because I'm believing Jerome might go too, man, because it's like we just said, he owns culpability to double crossing the family. It ain't just Louis. And if we are to sit here for all my men that want men to be head of the household, like Cam Newton, he's supposed to have put his damn foot down and said, woman, hell no. No. And even if he didn't do that,
right,
he still has culpability. He's complicit in her doing the behavior, so much so that he married the woman. He married her while she was doing all this. And it's just so, having said that, Larry, that could be more ammunition for, like you said, getting rid of Jerome. Getting rid of him.
Yeah.
Louis Big Head done ballooned so much that she pushes Jerome right out her orbit. He dies. Shake things up.
Yeah, I could see very well next episode, Jerome gets shot and killed, and Louis just loses her ish and just starts going ham. I can see that happening, but I don't know. We'll see. I think she's not going to be long. Like if they do a new season, I don't think this is going to, because this is what, the 4th season right now?
This is 5th.
Season? Yeah. I think if they do another season, I think she might be the queen pin, but I don't think it's going to go for too long after that. We'll have to see. You know, I think they might run one more season with her as the queen pin, and then they might go ahead and wrap it up.
Okay, before we get out of here, Larry, I got one more question for you. I'll doing a new segment.
Hold on. There's one death that would really cause some issues. That would be, I think it would be a little unexpected, but it would be very, very dramatic. And that's
don't you say Oso?
No. That would be too.
Okay.
But if they killed V, because she's pregnant, that would cause Franklin to just go and Franklin would lose his ish, and he would just go ballistic on everyone. You know,
Franklin would, but the crowd don't care about V. The crowd don't care about V.
Right, but it would especially cause issues if it was Kane's people that came and tried to hit him and killed V. Then he would go ham on Kane. He would go ham on Jerome and Louis, because he would be like, "This is your fault." He would be right there. And then if he called up Leon and was like, "We're going. Are you riding with me or not? This is not just about me. This is not just about V. You gave your word to this man, and she broke your word. You know, she basically made you look stupid because he took your word that we were going to just do business with him. And instead, she sent hitters after him. So Leon might be there right with him. He might ride with him. I don't know, because Leon's really pissed off at Louis right now. He didn't show it necessarily. And Louis tried to just like play him like he was just some underling. Like, if you don't understand that, then there's just nothing else for us to talk about. Like, she's just big boss Willie. And I was like, you're about to get killed. Like, you could think you're a gangster, but you're about to get killed.
She pulled the boss card on him. So Larry, I got a new thing I'm doing with these finales, and I want to get your take. Then we'll get out of here.
All right.
Give me a cliffhanger that they'll play to get us prepared for the next season, or to leave us in drama for the next season. What kind of cliffhanger can we expect in the finale?
Ooh, I'll tell you a cliffhanger that would get me excited.
Okay.
Is to end it with Oso and Teddy with guns drawn on each other in a Mexican standoff.
Man, golly, this guy.
That would be.
You serious, right? You serious?
That would be dope. That would be so dope to have the two of them across, and you can see it even if they even had it silhouetted like against like a big California, sunset, and the two of them with guns drawn right on each other, and that's how. And maybe they fade to black, and all you hear is a bang, and you don't know who's got shot, if anyone got shot, both got shot. That would be dope.
Okay, I can get with that. I like that. They fade to black. You don't know who got shot. I like that. Like that. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you better tune in next Thursday. I think next Thursday I'm going to clear my schedule so that me and Larry can go an hour and a half to break this shit down. If he can do it, I'm going to go an hour and a half.
It's going to be good.
So be ready. Get your popcorn, because we're going to bring that fire next week.
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget to like this video, comment, subscribe to Larry's channel, subscribe to mine. Go check out Moochie and her crew on her channel. They're going to be going at 10. Keep posting your comments. I'll be back tomorrow for another short review, 9 o'clock. Till that next Sex is Hell video, Larry gave y'all the best cliffhanger. I like that shit. Fade to the black. We out of here. I like